We did it.
We did it.
I was shooting myself as well.
We're going to the zoo.
We're going to San Francisco. Where are we going again, Marwan?
Going to San Francisco, nice.
And just in case you haven't heard yet, we're going to San Francisco.
Yeah.
It makes my questions grow too large. And I feel that I run far.
So it's Monday, August 18th. We received the news last Friday that we passed through Mock IC and we're going to SF. There's this really famous speech from Steve Jobs. It's almost cliche now. It's a commencement speech of a Stanford class. Basically, he says that you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. When you look backwards to your story, to all of the things that happened that sort of helped you get to where you are, it's kind of obvious, but when you're living it, it really doesn't feel like it. Today was a day that I couldn't help but just stop and look back a little bit to like the first gameplay that I edited when I was 11, to the first professional, like actual client that I got when I was 14, and starting an agency, becoming friends with one of the clients of my agency, starting a company together, breaking up the team, and ending up here in a castle in the middle of nowhere, with tickets bought to San Francisco to facilitate content creation for basically anyone. And it feels so cool to be able to work with something that I'm that excited about, with people who are as excited as I am. And basically it's just in a place that pushes me forward. And if the castle has been like that, I imagine San Francisco is going to be even more so. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about next month. Basically the timeline looks something like so. We spent the last month building. We got our first 150, 160 users. We have 5 paying customers, and we're optimizing the tool using that user feedback to make it better and optimizing for user stickiness. So we're trying to get not necessarily a lot of people, but some people using it every single day to validate that this is a real pain for a group of people, and to validate that we can build something that users actually love. Because the reality is, I see, although like a decent amount of money, they are not giving you money for the business necessarily, but more so for the potential of the team and the direction that you're going towards. So if you can validate the fact that you can build something people love, it has happened in the past that I see just invests in the team pivots somewhere else, and then they find their idea a while after. I've heard of teams that found their idea 1 year after getting the money. So our goal is to just validate productiveness and the potential of the team. And I feel like so far we've done a pretty good job of that, but we want to make it undeniable as much as possible. So the priority is next month is building for user stickiness. We want to launch on Product Hunt to get a few more users, just because of the 160, because we changed the product so much and we made it a lot more targeted. There are quite a few of those 160 users that don't fit the ICP anymore. So a new launch is probably going to help with that. We've launched on X and LinkedIn only so far, so we want to launch a Product Hunt by the end of this month. Right now we're really just making the product better, and then we continue building over September. At the end of September we have IC, and based on IC it's decided if you get funding or not, and yeah, then there's pretty much a point of no return there. So that's what the timeline looks like. I'm very, very excited. It's just a day of looking back, I guess, and very grateful. So Thursday I leave this castle. I miss out on this view. That's pretty much the last few days that we get to enjoy it. And also the castle is absolutely sick. Check it out. Right now the bell is ringing. So yeah, just taking a bit to take all of this in. Very soon I'm going to be in San Francisco, and something tells me that it is not going to be as peaceful and calm as it has been so far. Here it's work and it's grind, but it's very low noise because we're in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, I have a feeling that SF is not going to be like that anymore. But this is just a small random update video. We're going to SF. We are talking to a few investors. I'm fairly confident we can raise money, even if it's not through the traditional like raising at the end of September or whatever. It's just being in SF, I think, is going to accelerate us a lot in the direction that we're going, and it's really exciting regardless. So if you've been following since the beginning of the journey, you can scroll back like I think 8 videos by now and see exactly where this started, and the whole idea of dropping my agency to come here, and it's cool. Stuff is happening. So we will continue moving on our end. I'll keep updating you guys at least once a week. We have another 2 or 3 updates until I land in San Francisco, and well, let's keep working. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Also, sorry, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to comment them down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.